This episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
Hey, the Bert Show.
Wasn't supposed to end this way, but it ended up being like a 30-minute intimate therapy session between Kristen and I.
It was.
Our bonus content this week.
Sorry?
So Mo was feeling bad, so he bailed on us, and Cassie was feeling really awful, so she stayed out on Friday. So Kristen and I cut the bonus content, and we didn't know what we were going to talk about, so we just opened up the mics, and we took a couple of Ask Us Anything questions, and it just ended up getting way deeper than I thought it was going to be, man.
It got uncomfortably deep. It really honestly did. Yeah. It literally turned into like this therapy session between Bert and I when it comes to like what we're sharing on the radio, how it affects those people that we love, etc., and how it took a turn.
It did get super deep, man.
Wow.
You want parts of that? They are up online right now. BertShow.com/bonusBS. That's not stuff that we talk about on the big show. BertShow.com/bonusBS.
And we cuss.
And we cuss.
That's fun.
It is fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kristen. So on Friday, she really needed some help communicating with her husband because she didn't dig this job at all anymore.
Oh, Dana. Dana. One, out the gate, we failed. We did not accomplish our mission, which was quitting. Dana wanted to quit her job. Hates confrontation. And so, therefore, like, that's how every great texting tutor starts. You hate confrontation. So, yeah, you're going to text your husband, I'm going to quit my job. Her reasoning, she doesn't want to work anymore.
That's it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
They do plan on starting a family, but that's going to be some years down the road. But she hates her job, and she just wants to be a stay-at-home wife and prepare for the family.
What family?
The family.
Him.
Yes.
There are no kids.
There are no kids.
Not yet.
But there will be kids.
Okay.
So she's just going to prep now. And we tried some impressive manipulation tactics, some gaslighting tactics. I'm not proud of it.
Went deep in the bag.
Yes.
By we, she means Kristen.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I just have a question here because I wasn't here for the texting tutor.
Yeah.
I was out sick.
Yeah.
So what does she want to do in replace of working around that? What's her contribution going to be to the house?
Well, we asked her, and I go, okay, so if you're going to stop working and just be at home, are you prepared? Like, have you hired out people to do certain things around your house that you're willing to let them go and you can take on those responsibilities and you can do things around the house? And she said yes. She also said she crunched numbers and said that they could make ends meet, no problem, without her income. She doesn't want to work, Bert.
Why are you looking like that, Cassie?
I think Kristen is giving a really beautiful photoshopped version of what she said. She goes, yeah, I can clean, I can cook. It was very hesitant the way she said it. She doesn't like her job, but instead of getting a new job, she just doesn't want to work.
She's just kind of done.
It was a very difficult texting tutor, I think, I can't speak on behalf of these guys, but the vibe I got was for all of us, we were given Oscar-worthy performance here.
Absolutely.
We did not feel the cause.
And it ended up with the husband saying what, like you can't, or it was open-ended?
He brought the logic, and it's hard to
argue with rationality.
Yeah, because he's like, you can't just, like, if you don't like your job, fine, quit, but you can't quit a job without having another one lined up. Like, that's what a responsible adult would do. And at the end of the day, we all agreed with him. And so she, as far as I know, still has her job and has not quit.
There was also another big curveball she threw at us during the conversation, which I think we talked her out of. So when they were talking family planning, it was like 5 years down the road or something they were going to have kids. But then she told us that she stopped taking birth control and didn't tell him.
Oh, God. And you guys worked your way through this texting tutor?
I actually think we were able to get through to her on that and tell her it wasn't right.
Yeah, and we put that on the shelf. They were like,
I bowed down to that thing.
We got to focus on one thing at a time here, and we're just going to focus on quitting the job.
It was a lot.
All right, so the follow-up email. To be honest, she says, Thursday and Friday, because you guys did the texting tutor on Wednesday.
Yep.
Were particularly difficult at work. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of frustrations, and it really is taking a toll on my mental health.
Which is something we said during texting tutor. Like, hey, I think my mental health and happiness and well-being is more important than having a few extra bucks in the bank. And that's what we told him. And he was still adamant. And he also role reversed it, Bert. He was like, what if I came to you and said, I want to be a stay-at-home dad. I don't want to work anymore, blah, blah, blah.
There is no dad.
I want to be a stay-at-home husband, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And a stay-at-home dad down the road. And we said that's a fair question. And she said that she would support him if he was that miserable and it was really wearing on his mental health.
Okay.
That's what was said.
Yep.
That's what was texted.
So she said, I knew I had to talk to my husband about it again. Unfortunately, our conversation about my job wasn't any more productive than our texting conversation. Despite several attempts on my part to explain why I'm so unhappy in my current position, my husband still doesn't seem to fully understand. It's frustrating, but I'm trying to be patient and keep the lines of communication open. That's when I decided to approach the subject of starting a family. I know it might seem like a big old leap, but I've been thinking about it for a while now. I asked my husband if we could discuss how soon I could become a stay-at-home mom, and surprisingly, he was more receptive to that idea. After some negotiation, we came to a compromise. I would quit no more than halfway through the pregnancy instead of waiting until right before delivering. While having kids immediately is not what I was prepared for, and it's not an ideal situation, if it means I can leave my job, then I'm willing to make the sacrifice. That does not sound like proper reasoning to have a child, start a family. Of course, I'm aware that starting a family is a big step, and I'm not sure if I'm completely ready for it, but I'm excited about the possibilities. I'm hoping to get pregnant soon so that I'll only have a few more months left to work anyway. That's when it's happening. Thanks for your advice.
Yeah, having a child off the motivation of simply not wanting to work it's a bit backwards in a little while.
Yeah.
And you're going to be introduced to a lot more work.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Right.
It's rewarding and it's wonderful and it is unlike anything you've ever experienced, but it is work.
She's going to have that baby, and then 4 months later, she's going to be begging her husband or texting us to text her husband and go, okay, I'm ready to go back to work now. Can you help me out, Bert?
Hey, The Bert Show.